More than 35 million Americans voted in Democratic presidential primaries this year. But when it comes to officially nominating Joe Biden at the Democratic convention tonight, it's up to the nearly 4,000 delegates. Like everyone else, they will be mostly watching from home. Here is what some of them said to us in the run-up to tonight's roll call.
This is Victor Shi. I'm from Buffalo Grove, Illinois, and this is my first Democratic convention for Vice President Joe Biden.
I'm Angela. I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah, and I am a Bernie Sanders delegate.
Cesar Alvarez, Prince William III.
My name is Rebecca Wilden. I am from Charlotte, North Carolina, and I am a delegate for Joe Biden. I've been involved in the political space really since I was a child. One of my earliest memories was going to a political office in Asheville, North Carolina, which is where I grew up. And one of the volunteers there literally was like, well, do you want to help? And they put on Spice Girls. At the time, that was like my jam. And then from there, that just kind of catapulted.
When it became time for them to ask for the people to run for state delegate, which is they're not necessarily part of the nomination process, I decided to throw my hat in the ring. I didn't see anybody who looked like me, who was young, from my area running, so I decided that I would be the person to do it.
Usually when you become a delegate here in Illinois and around the country, the process is really confusing. So you have to go through collecting petition signatures first, and then being slated on the ballot, and then you basically have to campaign for 2 to 3 months afterwards. I got elected as the youngest Joe Biden delegate here in Illinois. When I first started getting involved as a delegate for Joe Biden, my primary focus was really just to represent young people and Asian Americans.
I find the Democratic Party kind of espouses those values that I hold dear, that I feel represent our country best. And so that's kind of why I've been involved, and especially this year. I really believe in Joe Biden, and I really wanted to do whatever I could, so I was a supporter from day one.
Donald Trump makes it very easy, I think, even in a red state like Utah, to campaign for the party, because I think we truly represent the values of the people. With Joe Biden, I struggle still a little bit, but I also look at who's currently occupying the White House, and it's very frightening.
If this is only 4 years in, imagine what would be in 8. I think that Joe Biden alone has a great message, but it is only amplified by how bad the Republicans and Donald Trump have been these past 4 years.
The one thing that I think I'm going to miss being at convention in person is the energy you feel in a stadium when you have people you admire on the stage delivering their message and providing that hope.
Feeling that energy, I think, is really special. You know, you have that chance to get to see and experience other people's life experiences and their passions, what brought them to where you're at in that same venue. So I think that's something that might get a little lost, but I think there are creative ways that the party's working on incorporating those stories.
The atmosphere in the room, being around thousands of other delegates who are just as excited as you are about this process, about electing a Democrat in November, that is what I'm definitely going to miss out on. I was a Bernie Sanders delegate in 2016, and I left that convention ready to elect Hillary Clinton.
I just remember, like, once the red, white, and blue balloons dropped from the ceiling, like, after Hillary spoke, it was just such a celebratory and, like, uniting moment for Democrats to come together. And I was really excited to kind of be a part of that once I got elected. But obviously with COVID-19 now, the Democratic Party convention is going to look quite different. All the delegates have already casted their ballots through electronic voting system. So that part of the process is done.
I definitely plan to watch it at home and maybe have a handful of little cousins of mine, family members, maybe some close friends, but try to keep it small, of course. But definitely plan to have some of them with me to watch it and watch it all unfold and be a part of that.
I will be going to downtown Houston to celebrate the occasion with the Harris County Democratic Party. We'll be having we rented a drive-in theater, and we're going to watch it there.
My husband is also a delegate, so we'll probably hook our computers up to the TV so we have a big screen. I'm really excited to kind of be able to stay at home and honestly just be in like sweatpants and not have to get all dressed up.
And we'll probably be seeing some of them tonight at the convention.